Hi everyone, I get to announce that I have started a kit. It's a mixed media kit, and what I've done with each one of my kits, and this one is called Moonlit Dreams, is include a drawing book with it. Now I can't open you up and show you the insides to the book because that would be unfair to everybody that buys the kit, but you can see that you get step-by-step drawing instructions of how to draw the fairies. Now you don't have to make them elfin. You can make them with regular ears. You don't even have to draw them with wings or, make them a fairy. It's a great book on learning how to draw facial and body structure. Okay? So you get this great book. Now I'm going to choose one of the drawings that come in this book, and I have to lay the book over to the side. But what I'm going to do is go how they make you go step by step, so that you can kind of see that you do get great instruction. Now I'm doing this on a canvas board, and I started with Lindy's sprays. I wet my board first. I sprayed the spray inks on here. Then I just tilt my board up and let them run. After it's dried, I spritzed it with water and blotted the water off. So that's how I got the background. So I'm just going to draw, and then I'll be back in a little bit. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take one of my pens and I'm going to go back over the lines that I want to keep. Okay, you'll see there are some lines that I had to thin that arm down just a little bit, but I'll erase any that are left over. And once I've got everything inked in, then I'll come back and do my coloring, and I'll do my wording that's going to go here on the left hand side. So you can see it was very easy. They give you step by step. They show you which one to do first, your shape outline to draw your flower petals in, or your facial features and your head. And it makes it very easy and very quick. So let's ink in, and then we'll be back. I have all my lines erased from my pencil marks, lightly drawn over with a 0.3 Sakura Magnificent pen. I choose the 0.3 because if I have any mistakes, they're easier to correct with a thin line than they are if you draw with a thicker line right off the bat. And I'm going to use acrylics to paint in my little design here. So that's what I'm going to work on now. And when I'll be back, maybe then we'll work on the lettering. Now that I've got everything colored in with my paint, I'm going to go back with these Moonlit Sakura jelly pens. I don't know if you've ever used these before, but they just really pop. The colors are very bright and very vibrant. So we're going to take this blue one here, and let's see, I think I'm going to do some little dots here in the center of the flower. And you do have to make sure that your paint is thoroughly dry before using Sakuras on there. You don't want the paint to mess up the tips. I've gone ahead and outlined my little figure and the bottom part of my stem with my Feud pen, which comes in your kit. The reason I did that is because I want to add on top of this layer one of our stamps that comes with the kit. This is a really nice flourish set stamp. You get 4 different flourishes with this, made by Clear Stamps, and really nice. I've really enjoyed the variety of flourishes. And what I thought when I saw this flourish is I was going to put it down here, kind of like she is throwing some fairy dust up towards the top of her little friend, which is up here, to kind of cushion her fall when she comes down. So I'm going to stamp this with some Versamark ink. If you don't have Versamark ink, you can get that in the store. It is a clear watermark stamp pad. And on top of the Versamark ink, I'm going to use the clear embossing powder. And I'm staying clear because this is magic or fairy dust that she is shooting up. So I didn't want it to be colored. So let's do that. So I'm going to take my ink pad, and it's nice and juicy and kind of sticky feeling when you're pressing it on here, so don't get alarmed, that's normal. And then I am going to position this like so and just press down nice and firm. Okay, lift that up. Don't know if you can see or not by the picture. Let's see if I can get a, there we go. Can you see that? There, that's the Versamark. That would be how it would look if you don't add anything to it, which is great. I love that. But I want to add just a little bit of pizzazz. So I'm going to cover that with the embossing powder. Okay. And then I take, and I think everybody does this, it's not just me. Take your embossing powder and put it on a sheet of paper. Just dump it out, like so. Okay, now you can see better. There's the design. Isn't that gorgeous? And doesn't it look like she's just throwing fairy dust up in the air? I love it. And then I'm going to take my powder that is on this sheet. Am I still in camera? Yeah. And just put it right back in here so I can reuse that again. If you've never used it, great tip so you don't ever waste any of your embossing powder. And now the fun part, it's just going to make it clear. It's not going to really do anything, but it'll give it a kind of a touch to it. Use my heat gun to set the embossing powder. And it just stays clear, but you can't see it. There you go. See? Isn't that cute? I love it. I love it. I love embossing powder. I have to admit. So, when you get the kit, one thing that I would recommend is getting the Versamark pad and the clear embossing powder to go along with this kit, so that when you use the flourishes with it, you can add just a nice little clear sparkle to it. Okay, so what I'm going to finish up with now is inking in the rest of my design using my Feud Ball pen, Feud Ball 1.5 pen. This is by Ranger Ink. And then I'm going to work on lettering. Okay. I hope you enjoyed making my little sign today, and hopefully that'll inspire you to go out and spread some pixie dust around and make your own magic. Our kit is available in the Frosted Design store. It's called Moonlit Dreams. And like I said, you get the stencil, you get the pen, and dig out wherever I laid the book. There it is. You get a book on how to draw everything, and you get the flourish stamps, and you get the Moonlit pens. So you get a lot in this kit that will last a long time. It's a little different than, I guess, a scrapbooking kit, because these are all things you can reuse over and over again. And the next kit doesn't come out for 3 months, so we'll have 3 months to play with it, learn how to draw these little fairies. You'll have plenty of help from Tamiko and myself, so I hope that you give it a try and play with us. So this month for the challenge, draw a fairy. Even if you don't have the book, draw a fairy. Okay, and that is going to be the challenge for this month to announce our Moonlit Dreams kit is fairies. So, I look forward to seeing what you come up with in our Frosted Designs Facebook page. I will have a album set up so that you can put your picture in that. And like I said, doesn't have to be from the kit, but we want to see your fairies. We're all about fairies right now. So, have fun. I will see you in 2 weeks. I'm doing it every other week now, so I'm not doing it every week. And I hope you buy my little kit and enjoy it and play along with Tamika and myself, because we're going to have a great time drawing fairies. I'll talk to you later. Have a great week. Bye.